Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Wrocław, Poland, the venue for the Joint Juniors Ultimate Championships. And we have 2 games left for you today on what has turned out to be a rather grey, overcast and wet Saturday morning here. Here's Brooks, wearing those Team USA trackies. The lefty, Singleton, oh, a mistake there.
Keep the defenders on their toes, knowing that a short pop into the end zone can come anytime.
Yeah, the short pass is there and they take it. It is Malvin Schmidt, and France will break on the game's first point to take a 1-0 lead. Minfink just takes the reset there. Cheeky little scuba over the top, getting space there. They're being a lot more aggressive with going downfield this possession, the USA, and so far it seems to be paying off. France transition into one-on-one, going towards the break side. The USA got that into flow really quickly and really easily. And going with this 3 up front. Blade over the top here to Coutinho. Coutinho back to Schmidt. Again, they have options on the far side of the field, or Schmidt could just rip it to the end zone. They've got a player leaking through behind there. Breton, another one of the leaders of this side, leads Stanguinek into the end zone, and that's USA 1, France 2. There's no point having everyone play all week and then not getting a chance to play the finals. Singleton goes downfield here. Kalmus wants to rip it. This flick is blading, but it should be read comfortably. Indeed it is. You can see that danger zone just on the edge of the end zone, being churned up a little bit into the end zone. A slightly awkward grab there. McSweeney made his receiver work for it. Sure. Little lead pass through there to Schmidt. Schmidt to Breton. Schmidt, you see that little jink step up line, trying to lead this into the end zone. The bid comes up with the goods there from Melvin Brichet. France's offense still flawless at 3-2.
And you see the trust of these players. Here is Schmidt with the up line. He does the little shoulder fake. He's got incredible speed once he gets going.
Yeah, nice use of the lefty backhand there to get him free. And then Brichet judges this well, gets his hand underneath it and catches for the layout grab. And you see in the background as well, thinks about unleashing something spicy. Oh, that was a little bit behind, but good adjustment there from Miller. Downfield, another bid comes up empty. Grossberg tries to take advantage and get on the run, get on the move here. A blade with a lot of verticality in it to the back of the end zone.
No call.
Oh, there we go. I'll have to have another look at it here. I don't know if it's necessarily in the D there, or it's the fact that he trips him, and that might prevent him from getting a second attempt at it. So once again, Brooks has it in his hands. And he wants to go up line here, and he gets it from McSweeney. Coutinho with that headband underneath. Slightly unorthodox flick grip it looks like, but it seems to work. Mate with that headband, you can see tied up, and he wants to lead Schmidt into space here. He's going to turn on the Jets and get there before Kervik. France's offense still to turn it over on the O-line. That is 4-3.
And the French accessing the break side once more.
Breton's been brilliant with those inside throws this point. Really flipped field position horizontally. Coutinho on the sideline. That reset after Schmidt, relatively uncontested. Schmidt, he's looking for the inside channel. He's got it, and it's towed in as well to Coutinho. Schmidt looks to the sky and roars in celebration.
They'll start off after the timeout on offense. US looking to steal that early break back.
Again, it's going to be the talismanic Schmidt to field the ball. 2 goals and 2 assists already this game out of France's 5 points. Underneath, that's going to be a bid, comes flying through, and that is a Callahan for the US. Unbelievable. Kervik just came shooting out of the traps like a bolt from a crossbow and fires it through the heart of the French. First pass goes to Mate, goes back to Schmidt, and this is maybe the first mistake we've seen him make all weekend. Just able to show a little slow on that cut, and what a way to snatch that from Kervik. One of the best plays we've seen all tournament, and it's fitting that it comes in the final. De Le Chat into Coutinho in the backfield. Wants Schmidt, instead goes underneath to Brichet. Brichet might open up the arm here. A couple of players there, overthrows it. It's tipped. There could be the opportunity at the back of the end zone for the French. Enzo Stanguinek, was he in?
I would love for that to be in, but it doesn't look like it. Based on the hand signals from the players. Look at that. He just kept his eyes on the disc. All the other 3 players just sort of hoping that that was a done thing, but it looks like he lands on the back end zone line.
Has to take the reset. French sideline getting loud and vociferous in their help. Kervik, you know what he can do defensively. Now he's winding it up on offense, looking deep. The players come out the back of the end zone to Bryce Brooks. Very impactful this point. Faking the around backhand, now turns, looks, isolates Mate in the backfield. Breton goes break side with that one, reaches out that left hand. Pinches it lobster-like to bring it in. It's won a couple of players in the same space, and it is Brown who flies through with the layout.
Miscommunication on the French side. Americans with a chance to take the half.
Just like the previous point, the turnover comes from a couple of French players cutting to the same space and USA defenders pouncing on it. Brown finds Deauville Baudin underneath and ripped across the field into Will O'Brien. Charret.
This is good flow out of the French. They tried to keep the disc moving, attacking different sides of the field. Now they try to go through the break side, but Schmidt looks the disc once more on the continuation.
Finney coming underneath to knock that disc away. I wonder if the halftime has just disrupted the rhythm of both sides here. As Kervik looks deep, shooting towards that far side of the end zone. All the time in the world to dwell underneath it for Will O'Brien. Thank you, guys. Mate. Oh, opens this one up. This is going to float and hang and invite some pressure. Ripped down well there by De Le Chat. Rain beginning to pick up a little bit here. The lefty sneaks that one into Breton, just past the bidding United States defender, and he gets it off the line. Fried got very close to that one. Mate now to Schmidt down the line. Another bid from the United States that doesn't get there. Wonderfully named Zeppelin Raunig will catch up. So in the backfield again, Mate. High release backhand off to Brichet. Wants to jump it into the end zone. It's tipped by Brown, and Brichet collects the goods at the second attempt. Huge yard gainer underneath here to Kalmus. Into the backfield. Miller around, that's low but well rescued for Singleton for the US. Lead throw, and if there was maybe a little bit of awareness from Schmidt, he could have got there, but he didn't need to in the end. United States O-line has turned it over for the very first time since the first point, and France, knowing how valuable these breaks could be, take the time out here.
That camp was sort of, we want to build the next generation that will beat the Americans.
So no pressure. Actually, the next discing camp takes place maybe even as soon as next week. This one down the line from Schmidt. You can see the excitement and adrenaline bursting through his veins as France pull a break back. It is 7-9. I wonder if there's any wrestling fans in the camp that brought that one over. There's the inside shot from Brichet back to Schmidt. Schmidt just holsters it a little bit, and he's falling over as he throws this, but it doesn't matter because his aim is through to Canton Préchard for the goal. Breton resetting into the backfield for Schmidt. Looking calm, looking patient. Nice switch passed off there in the handler set. Mateo over the top. A little bit of showboating from De Le Chat to get the crowd going. USA trying to work through the French zone. That's a nice little crease that they exploit there. Kalmus. Back to Miller. Miller, again, the centre of the field, wide open for Kalmus to take advantage of. Dishing it off to Brooks. France will try and transition, but it might be too little too late as Miller just jogs into the front of the end zone to make the catch for the goal. 11-8.
He's had a hammer earlier. Also successful.
I mean, you might need scuba gear in this weather, to be fair. It's that wet. This one, Breton catches on the sideline. His choice of receivers, and he decides on Deluchat. That'll be 12-10 now. France, again, not going away. Miller just declined to call.
Force middle out of France.
Slashing down the sideline here. Brooks on the end zone. Wants to force it in, no. Force backwards, maybe. The little offhand backhand to Miller, who is a scoring machine at the moment. Here's Pechard, who's found a nice little hole on this wing. Will sneaks that one into Breton again. Seems to be in the thick of the action. He's saying he wants people to spread out. He gets some options. Just sneaks that past Kervik. Already got a monster Callahan in this game, looking for another block there. That one's going to be floated over the top. Brown is there early. Two players collide and bump with one another. USA with a break here would be one from victory. Going around. Oh, you can see there what effect the slick field was having, because Dalin couldn't switch his feet quickly enough, and he lost his footing. France get it back. Pechard into Cheret. Leo Cheret to Breton. So shooting to the end zone. There is Coutinho for 13-11. Back in play. When USA's O-line have turned it over, France have put it in, and that is some block from Melvin Brichet. Unreal athleticism. Going up, might have got just the tiniest of touches on it. French offense trying to pick up some pace now. Keep the US on the back foot. Brichet. Central. Deluchat. Oh, a mistake. USA could win it here.
USA slow to walk towards the disc.
Taking their time. Kervik picks up. Opens it up across the field. One throw could do it now. Oh, this is going to float, and France will rip it away. What a way to make amends from Joseph Deluchat. Just checked in. Coutinho immediately resets to Schmidt. Only ever had one thing on his mind there. Now Coutinho's going to shoot down the sideline, but poaching in there. Again, Kervik comes up with another big play for the United States. Back to Kervik. That one always tipped, and Matei is there to pick it up. And then trying to shoot down the sideline. Can Brichet recognise it quickly enough? No. Bun behind his head. Upline all losing footing there. Can Pechard recover? There's no force here on Brooks. Into space. Back to Kervik. Kervik shooting down the sideline for Brown. And maybe looking downfield. So, France bring the disc in off the timeout. Breton into the backfield for Matei. France can scarcely afford any slip-ups now. Down 14-11 to the US. That one is behind Breton. He cannot bring it in. Miller gets going quickly. Miller's caught fire in the second half. Will his final involvement be decisive? Leading flick for Brooks. Brooks into the end zone for Declan Kervik. United States 15, France 11. The United States are World Under-20 Open champions.